right, hello everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Episode 13, the 13th installment of this. It's been about 3 months of these weekly concerts. And I'm really, really happy today to have my friend, Mrs. Teresa Gattison, here to sing and talk a little bit about music. How you doing, Teresa?
I'm great. Happy to be here.
Awesome. I'm so happy you're here. Teresa and I are, we're actually colleagues. We both work in music ministry at Convent Baptist Church, which is here in New York in Harlem. And we've been working together for a few years now, right?
Yeah, it's been 5 years.
Yeah, about 5 years.
Yeah.
It's been a blast. And, I just thought it would be great to bring you in today and just, talk to you a little bit about, what music sort of meant to you. Because it's always sort of fun. The first thing I get to do when I talk to the guests is just find out about the story that happened before our paths crossed. So what was that story? Where are you from? And,
oh my goodness, quite a
Tell
story.
us all.
Well, I was raised in a little town in South Carolina called Hartsville.
Excellent.
And my parents sang.
Okay.
And I had an aunt who could sing all three parts. Her name was Aunt Louise. She sang soprano,
Yes.
alto, tenor, and she did bass sometimes.
Wow. That's fantastic.
I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
And my sisters and I would sit around and listen to music. And we would take a song and pick it apart. And my sister, Kathy, would say, well, I'm doing the lead.
Okay.
My sister, Bunny, would say, her name was Little Cynthia, say, I'll take the middle. And I said, well, okay, I'll take the top.
Okay.
And we would
awesome.
just put it together and just sing tunes.
That's
we did
wonderful.
Stuff by the 3 Degrees.
Wow.
Love Unlimited,
That's awesome.
the Pointer Sisters, the Emotions,
Wow.
Tight Harmonies.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was great. And
How old were you guys when you were doing that stuff?
we were teenagers going towards adulthood.
Okay.
And we met this guy named Abu Talib.
Okay.
His son and my sister were working together. So he said he was from New York City and said he was looking for a female group.
Oh, okay.
And so we went and auditioned for him. And we practiced with him for a while.
Yeah.
And he said he wanted to bring us to New York City
That's
to
amazing.
record us. So we worked on this song called "Girl Without a Dream."
Okay.
And he brought us to New York, our first time ever leaving South Carolina. So that was great and scary and exciting all at the same time.
Yes.
And we recorded at Platinum Factory.
Okay. Where's that?
Platinum Factory is in Brooklyn.
Okay.
There were a producer with him named John Brown. I got to give John his credit because he basically paid for everything.
Wow.
So they took us in the studio and we worked with Fred McFarlane, who's now passed.
Okay. Okay.
Fred McFarlane was Tara McFarlane's husband.
Oh, okay.
He worked at a church at Convent for
Yeah.
years.
Okay. Yeah. I see the connection. That's wonderful.
Yeah, we went in the studio with them, and we did a few gigs here and there. But we went back down south, and then my younger sister, moved here, and Bunny moved, and then I came later, and we all were living here in 1982.
Okay.
This all happened in 1981.
Okay.
We moved here in 1982. And we stayed as a group for a while, but then I was the one who wanted to go and do other things.
Yes.
So I did that. We broke up, and I just started, I met people. I was working in Sylvia's restaurant. Let me back it up.
Oh, okay.
That was my first job.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Working in Sylvia's. So by working in Sylvia's, I met a lot of people in the industry.
Yes. Okay.
So I met this guy named Tunde Samuel. At the time, he was the producer of the National Black Theater.
Okay.
And we talked, and I told him I could sing and everything. I was scared as I don't know what. But I went and I auditioned for him, and I sang for him. And then he just took me under his wings.
That's awesome.
And so I was able to do some theater work.
Okay.
Although the first,
Yeah, I was going to ask, when did, because I know you did a lot of
Yeah.
theater stuff, so that's how that ended up happening. Okay.
although the first time I was on the stage doing theater, I was afraid because I knew that I could sing, but I didn't think that I had a lead voice, and I had that story going on.
Yeah. It's a different world in a lot of ways. A lot of people don't realize how big of a jump it is from just singing to going into theater, because there's production, there's stage direction, there's acting, there's all these other things that get compounded on top of having to sing really well.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I was like thrown in there, like thrown in the fire.
Yeah.
You know, either you're gonna sink or swim.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first time being out on stage, I was so afraid, but I sang.
Yeah.
I stood flat and I sung, and I just gave what I have.
Yeah.
And that's what I would say. Like, if any young people are watching,
Yeah.
regardless of how afraid you are, do and give what you have, and just see how far that will take you, because it will take you a long way.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's funny that you mentioned that that sort of thing of being like sort of thrown into the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, something similar actually happened to me when I was younger, sort of in my form. I had been playing piano for a really long time, but I was mostly playing like classical music, things like that. And then, you know, I remember the first time I ever played in a band, like sort of an ensemble. We were playing jazz. We were playing Duke Ellington, Horace Silver, all this stuff.
Oh, wow.
And literally, it was sort of my first time ever improvising, my first time ever playing in a group. And you know, it's funny because your story sounds exactly like mine. I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, I hope I don't mess up. I hope I sound okay. But it ended up being good for me.
Yeah.
You know, just sort of having the courage to just go out there and just do it and experience it. And you know, whether it goes well or not, you end up learning a lot from it, and you will get so much better from it no matter what happens. And I think that's sort of what I took away from it. That's so cool that you ended up doing that.
Yeah, it was great. You know,
Yeah.
I grew a lot, and then from that, The Legacy was the name of the play that we did.
Okay.
And from The Legacy, I got cast into another play called Me, the Circle Being Broken. And that really, you know, taught me a little more about acting.
I
Because
see.
I went in at the swing.
Okay.
You know, I didn't know what a swing was, of course. But I had to learn everybody's parts. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yes.
But I thank God I did.
Yeah.
I learned the parts, and then one person couldn't do the play any longer, so I was put in her role.
Yeah. That's how it works.
And so from that point on, even though I was still nervous about going out on stage, I went out and I just did the best that I possibly could.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And so by doing that, I just grew, and, you know, still nervous about stuff, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew and I started doing other things.
Yeah.
And then people started calling me, you know, because I had this soprano voice to, and I think I had a pretty good soprano voice, to just do other things. I was called to, in the Made a Circle Being Broken, and that group, they had picked 5 of us
Okay.
to go on tour. We went to Peru.
Okay.
And we did a little tour there with 5 of us singing. And then from that, I was called to go and audition for Sissy Houston.
Oh wow. So
You
that's
never know.
That's amazing. So this journey was.
It was a journey,
Yeah.
seriously.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I started singing. Well, I went and we recorded her first album out in Jersey.
Yeah.
And from that, she chose 12 people. I didn't know anybody. I knew 2 people out there, but not nobody to recommend that I be in the group.
Yeah.
And one of the young ladies that heard me sing told Sissy that I would be good for the group.
Yes.
And so I was one of the people that she traveled with,
Yeah.
or that traveled with her. And from that, I sang background for New Jersey Mass Choir.
Okay. Wow.
And from New Jersey Mass Choir, I sang background for Aretha Franklin.
That's amazing. How was that? It's funny bringing her up. I always tell people the best live concert of any kind of music that I've ever seen was Aretha Franklin in Chicago. It was ridiculous. And because not only did she just, totally nail the whole show, after the show, she just proceeded to just play solo piano for herself and just sing for like another hour and just told the band to relax. It was, I was just like, it's like, man, this is, it was incredible. How was that experience for you? Did you?
That was a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
I never get like starstruck.
Mm-hmm.
I was starstruck.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same way.
And she was like so humble and so sweet. Y'all sing pretty now. That's what she said to us.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just an honor to just be on the stage with her.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
I've done it like 3 times, but every time it was always the same thing.
Wow.
And from that, I went to college.
Okay.
I was, late 40s, early 50s.
Okay.
And I got my BA in sacred music at Nyack College.
Oh, cool. Very nice. And that's here in Manhattan. Downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
it's a
awesome.
Christian school.
That's right.
So that was very challenging because I was at that time working at a church in the Bronx, Friendly Baptist Church, as their choir director.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So all this is going on
at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As their choir director and trying to go to school full time and work a full time job.
Yeah.
I didn't didn't even tell you about my other full time
Yeah,
job.
because I was going to say, at some point, healthcare. You're a healthcare professional, and so at some point, when did that? How did you get into that? Because that's a whole life. Like into
it
itself.
really is.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the young ladies from National Black Theater
Okay.
told me that they were hiring at the Allen Pavilion,
Yes.
right up the block from you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I went up and I filled out an application, and she said she had spoken to the lady about me.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I got there, the lady said, well, I haven't spoken to her, so I don't know anything about Jackie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But she hired me anyway.
Wow.
It was nobody but God, I'm telling you. My whole life journey
Yeah.
has been God.
Yeah. That's I could say the same for
And
myself.
that's the
for
bottom
sure.
line. Nobody but the Lord.
Yeah.
And I got hired, and I worked for New York Presbyterian
Yes.
for 28 years. I was able to do all the traveling, do the theater stuff, and do everything, and still hold my job.
Yeah.
And still be able to retire.
Yeah.
That ain't nobody but God.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible because this is another thing that's I think is so important to know is that music it's like part of life. It's part of real life.
Yes.
And a lot of times we look at musicians sort of in a bubble where it's just like this is what you do, this is how you sound, this is what we expect you to do. And it's like people have other lives, they have other things that they have to do, and when a lot of times when you dig deeper into musicians' lives and you see how much they were doing in addition to being a consummate professional as a musician, it's like wow, like I didn't realize you were multitasking this much. So that's incredible. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
and
all.
also.
So how did you enjoy doing that? Did you like the work? Did you like the job?
My job was great.
Yeah.
They were very understanding. I was like a single parent raising my kids.
Yeah.
So I was able to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But the music is what brought me joy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just being able to sing or just be a part of it or just talking about it or planning it. That's where my fulfillment comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful because I'm kind of the same way where I think people sort of look at me as being a pianist or like you're a musician, and it's like I don't really feel that way about myself. It's like piano is just like something, music is something that I just always did because
Right.
everyone in my family was doing it, and but it brings me a lot of joy from the other things in life that I have to do that are really important to me. Music is sort of like a nice way to escape and then also communicate with other musicians. So I totally understand that. That's really, really cool. So let me ask you, how was it seems that your family was kind of a big influence
Right.
in you musically. Is that something first of all, how is your family, and did they end up pursuing music as well and keeping going after you guys split up? What did they end up doing?
My sisters did continue to do stuff.
Okay.
They have.
That's great.
They're not doing it now as much.
Yeah.
my sister Bunny works for, she works like in communications.
Yeah.
And she works like for a non-for-profit. So
Okay.
she do a lot of great things.
That's
She's
wonderful.
Been to the White House and met different people. So she's doing a lot of great things.
That's fantastic.
My sister Kathy is like, she's got a son at home that she stays with and take care of. But she still do like her little business and stuff on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
It is.
That's really, really great.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I think my family's pretty musical as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that, you know, watching them sort of live life and do the things that they do, but also, you know, doing music at a really high level was sort of a blueprint for myself in a way. So, you know, that sort of family unit really helps a lot when you're all musical. So,
True.
you know, let's talk a little bit about, you know, the music we're going to do. We're going to do 3 songs. The first, which is by Duke Ellington. It's a really beautiful song called Come Sunday. And we're going to do Summertime, which is George Gershwin. And we're going to do Ooh Child, which is, it's not Donnie McClurkin. Who is it actually?
Ooh Child is by the 5 Stairsteps.
Okay, very
That's
cool.
their name. And Donnie McClurkin recorded it with Kurt Franklin.
Okay.
And so now everybody say, oh, that's Donnie McClurkin's song.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
not
He
true.
just did the cover.
I'm so guilty of that because we were talking about that. That happens a lot with Donnie McClurkin. He does a song and then it becomes his song, even though he
Yeah.
never said that it was. And nobody
Look, he does it so well.
Right, does
so
it
it's
so-
like, okay, that's
That's
Donnie's
Donnie's
song.
song, right? That's all. So how did you had any particular attachment to these songs? Or this you just like them? I like all 3 of them. 'Cause
I like
they're
all
so
3
different.
of them too. We
It's
did
awesome.
Duke Ellington last year. I did it with Anthony Evans.
That's right.
From our
Anthony,
church.
how you doing? Hope you're doing well,
Hopefully
man.
you're watching.
Yeah, hopefully you're doing well, man. We miss you.
Yeah, we did. I didn't do Come Sunday.
Okay.
I did something else, but I always liked that song. And I went to Argentina last year with Professor Gregory Hopkins.
Nice, yeah.
And another young lady did Come Sunday.
Yes. So now
So now I'm doing Come Sunday
My
because
turn,
I'm like
it's a beautiful song. It's
It
really so
is.
cool.
And Summertime was one of the songs I learned when I first started singing.
Yeah.
So that was one of the first songs that I learned.
Okay.
And I just like Ooh Child because it's very uplifting.
Yeah.
And the times that we're living in now, we know that we definitely, something has got to change.
Yeah.
Things
We
has
need
got to
that for
get
sure.
easier. Things has got to get brighter. And we trust God to know that it will happen.
Yeah. It will.
So, yeah.
It will. It absolutely will.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful. So let's knock it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do this
Okay,
music.
let's do it.
Guys, we're just gonna rearrange some stuff.
Right.
And just bear with us for a few minutes, and we'll get right to it.
Lord, dear Lord of love, God Almighty, God above, please look down and see your people through. Lord, dear Lord of love, God Almighty, God above, please look down and see your people through. gray skies, 'cause they're just clouds passing by. Lord, dear Lord of love, God Almighty, God above, please look down and see your people through. Often we feel weary, but he knows our every care. Go to him in secret, and he'll hear your every prayer. He'll give peace and comfort things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll do it all one. Someday, when the world is much brighter, give up my words. Someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of the beautiful sun. Someday, when the world is much brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Just you wait and see it'll get brighter. Oh, my baby boy, it's gonna get easier. Little girl, it's gonna get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it all done. Someday, when the world is much brighter. Oh, someday, we'll walk in the rays of the beautiful sun. Someday, the world is much brighter. Gotta believe it. We gotta believe. Hey, 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 oh. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it all done. Someday, when the world is much brighter. Oh, someday, we'll walk in the rays of the beautiful sun. Someday, when the world is much brighter. Child, things are gonna get easier. Just you wait and see, it's gonna get brighter. With the help of the Lord, we can make it a better day. Ooh, it's gotta get, gonna get brighter. You wait and see. You gotta believe. Hey, you gotta believe it. You gotta believe. Oh, you gotta believe it. Hey, 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 oh. Oh, someday, someday, put it together and we get it all done. Someday when the world is much brighter. Someday we'll walk in the rays of the beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much brighter. Ooh, child, it's gotta get easier. Ooh, child, it's gotta get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Yeah. I gotta revisit my words.
It's all good.
And I thank you so much for just having me here.
Oh, it was a pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Such a pleasure.
Thank you for coming. It's good to see you again. I haven't seen you. It's been since like March. Like, we were seeing each other almost, 2 or 3 times a week, and
I'm
then
telling you, always.
nothing.
Then all of a sudden, nothing. The whole world changed.
Yeah. Here, let me get a seat for you.
Okay. So good to hear you play.
Oh, thanks.
Goodness.
Yeah, I've been, I started practicing again for a while, and then like I kind of stopped, and now I'm doing it again. Yeah, now I'm back at it again.
I never see you stop playing.
Let me tell you. Oh, it's been that was so fun to see you again, and just make music. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. It's been a long 3 months doing these every week. And those of you that have been watching, it really makes a difference to us. So a huge thank you, first of all, to Pop Drone, wonderful organization in Ottawa, Canada, that's been helping me a lot with making these streams possible. They've been doing really great work. Thanks to Gregory Clark. Huge thanks to Gregory Hopkins, Anthony Evans. All we miss you guys.
Yeah,
you know,
miss you so
we
much.
hope you guys are doing well.
Yes.
All of our fellow choir members and and songsters.
Everybody.
Yeah, we miss you all, and
Yes.
thank you for tuning in and listening.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And next week, my good friend Cliff Jones is actually coming. He's a really great pianist, and he has a really interesting mind in terms of business and just how the piano works. So he'll be stopping by to chat and play a little bit. So tune in. You definitely don't want to miss that. And if you like what you've heard, please feel free to donate. You can either there's a Venmo. There's a link down in the corner. And it'll go to support us. And then if you want to support the stream or this concert series in general, we also have a Patreon now. So you can just look up JeremyaJanijordan on Patreon. You can give one-time donations to artists, or you can just give a pledge. And then also you can listen back to all of these concerts. So the concerts are always free to listen to. So go there and visit anytime. You can listen to all of the guests that we've had and all the music we've made for the last few months. And it'll be great to see you guys next week. So thanks again to Miss Teresa Gattison.
So welcome. Thank you. for
Yeah.
having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And we'll see you guys next week. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.